Hello. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Vanna. Hello to Brooke and Vanna only, apparently. No one else wants to talk to me. No one else cares, alas. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Gonna go eat some worms. Ear noises. I don't really know what Eeyore says. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Bambi. I don't really know what Eeyore says, so I can't really make Eeyore noises. Not completely sure how he speaks either. Slow and depressed, I know. How's it going? Actually, slow and depressed is a pretty good description of my life. Living like Eeyore. Hi, Jill. Living like Larry. Who, Larry Mondello? Our grocery day is Monday. That's a shame you don't like SpongeBob. And it's such a shame that you don't like my balls in your mouth. I'm sorry. Getting chocolate? Cool, cool. I'm sorry, Vanna. That was wildly uncalled for. Fell asleep listening to you saying you didn't vote. And almost woke back up to type, oh, hell no. I know, Jordan. I'm sorry. I did want to vote. I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. I feel terrible, but tis what tis. How's job search going? Still no luck. I'll do some more looking tonight. Should eat more vegetables. Probably. No, I'm still gonna complain, Jordan. Hey, Buttercup. Yes, I said I should also eat more vegetables, but fuck it. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, I will absolutely still complain about Doug Ford because he's still an asshole who's selling out the province. Hey, Cadence. Missed my live yesterday. Yeah, it was just a gaming stream, so nobody ever shows up for the gaming streams anyway. You were the Buttercup. Just figured out how to use Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to use Twitch. My start to adult is very here. 4 a.m. Fair, Bambi. Here for groceries. My usual stuff. Onions, green peppers, chips, muffins. What a my muffins. It's a 6-pack. They come in a 6-pack. Yeah, Uncle Buck. I need a grate. Wouldn't want to eat a raw onion, but cook them up. Put them with something. Hey, Jenna. Off your job moving state. Oh, shit. Nice, Jenna. Congratulations. What region are you moving to? Southeast, northeast, northwest, west, midwest? The big region that nobody cares about? Right in the middle? Let's go PayPal. Hey, Leo. Throwing up. Yeah, Big move will do that. Big move will do that. Yeah, for sure. Sailor Moon tattoo. I don't want a tattoo. If I were to get a tattoo, I'm not totally sure what I would get. Maybe the clothes I sent you. Not yet. I'll try to check. I'll try to check the post office soon, Cadence. I checked a couple days ago and there was nothing for me. Yeah, as far as donut or as far as tattoos, possibly the Bitch Planet NC non-compliant. Maybe just like an X-Men X thing. A no face. Stuff I thought you like. Thanks, Cadence. She-Ra. She-Ra's cool. I don't know. There's a few that Care Bear, nice. Good one. See, I mean, there's a few that I would consider, but I don't want a tattoo. I don't like needles. It's not that I'm scared of needles, I just don't like them. Buttercup tattoo. I don't like things that hurt or sting. And tattoos, it hurts to get a tattoo. Would not get a Ouija board one. Buttercup, as far as PayPal, so you can sponsor me to go out and do things. I do have a coffee, or Kofi, as they call it. Got my ears pierced when I was 3. So brief. I mean, with a tattoo, it's like just, however long you're sitting there. Yeah, however long the tattoo takes to just like, just being repeatedly pierced. You know, just being repeatedly poked with a sharp stick looks cool. Sure. You know, just like an hour of being poked with a sharp stick. Pass. Uh, so Buttercup, no. I would like realistically no. It's like yeah, I wouldn't really go out and I probably wouldn't go out and do things. I'm not comfortable streaming in public or like filming in public. So you need $10 to make a Discord account. Yeah, tattoos is not that bad. I mean, it varies from person to person. Four wheeler or side by side. No one gives a shit. I give a shit. I'm anxious and erotic. Here's what people think. I normally don't, but I do still get self conscious. Not your style. Apparently it is. As it happens, self conscious actually is my style. Celebrated MLP sheets and messes. Sure, but that's that's in the comfort of my own home. There's a difference between doing something in the comfort of my own home and doing it in public, where random people can see me. Hey, Yaba. Got your hair done today. Cool, cool. Good job. Gemini tattoo. Why would I want the Gemini tattoo, though? I'm not a Gemini. Can't you get your nails done tomorrow? Style and theme. I say My Little Pony. My Little Pony theme nails. Rainbow Bright. Hey, Fernanda. There you go. Rainbow Bright. Get a Rainbow Bright theme tattoo. Rainbow Bright theme tattoos. People like Rainbow Bright. Maybe still identifies me. I'd be uncomfortable because it'd be weird identifying as a woman when I look like this. Don't think I want My Little Pony. Fair enough, fair enough. Get Rainbow Bright then. Rainbow Bright nails. Cute, realistic, cherry themed nails. Then why did you ask our advice? You know, what kind of nails should I get? You should get these nails. I want to get those ones. Well, why the fuck did you ask? Beetlejuice nails. Very, how J-Dot of you, Jill. Long or short? I mean, I would say short, but long nails. I like. How do people like? How do people do anything with long nails? Like genuinely, freaking anything. Gonna go on. Well, then why do you? Cooking with it, or like wiping your ass. Like, even just wiping your ass must be would be a lot tougher with long nails. You know? Or like when you gotta when you want to flick the bean, like for ladies, for women. When you want to just do a little jilling off, you got to be extra careful when you're jilling off to not scratch down there. It's new behavior, but it's still something you have to like every time. You got to be careful about it. Using a phone with long nails, yeah. Very sharp. I imagine there's still something. I imagine there's still something you don't want getting up inside you. And still, I imagine they'd still be uncomfortable poking around in there. First I've ever heard of jilling off. Really? Never heard the term jilling off before? Very old term. Guys jack off, girls jill off. Non-binary masturbation is called jaywalking. Jaywanking. They made Rose toys for this. I suppose. Is that why so many women use sex toys? Say it's poking themselves with their nails? Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to college to get more knowledge. I mean, I mean, the girls clearly need it because more stupider is not proper grammar. Tongue piercers must be really uncomfortable. Hey, Larry. What creepy discussion did I walk in on? I'm talking about the and knowledge, indeed, but yeah, I'm talking about uh, the ways in which long nails would complicate things, including female masturbation. Logistics of being a woman with acrylic nails. Exactly. The logistics of being a woman with acrylic nails. And the ways in which long nails would be inconvenient, including during masturbation. Flicking it is not impeded. Fingering. Yeah, like flicking the bean. Flicking the bean, you can just, still be a little bit awkward. I feel like you'd have to, still being, still having to angle your fingers differently. But for getting up in there, if you want to get up in there, I'm pretty sure if you see a woman where most of her nails are long, except for two fingers, two fingers with short nails and then the rest are long, that lady's a lesbian. I only keep my pinky long. Is that like the opposite of a coke nail? Talking lesbian. Hey, Kelly. What's gross about talking lesbians? I'm pretty sure most lesbians are capable of talking. I just want to know how they use the bathroom with nails on. The silent ones are hotter. True. Right here, birthing humans, and you're worried about acrylics. I'm just saying, Jordan. I'm just saying. Long nails just seem like they make everything more inconvenient. Like everything. Have a cute boyfriend and skinny one. Two boyfriends. Get it, Cadence. Tentacles seem inconvenient. For a lot of things, yes. For a lot of things, yes, but not for sex. If hentai has taught me anything, it's that tentacles are really useful for sex. I'm trying to think of a second thing that hentai could have taught me. Bras are more annoying than nails. True. Yes, I did graduate all grades. I graduated school. I even graduated college. You're still in high school. I mean, I'd offer you help, but I wasn't very good. I think tentacles would be convenient, but octopuses and squids freak me out, so I can't like tentacles. Been reading too many manga. Been reading too many manga. Yeah. They're your sister's manga, Larry. She's a freak. She's a freak. I hope at some point in the history of humanity it will become socially acceptable to not wear a bra. I mean, I'm fine with women not wearing bras. Gonna study to be a dentist. Low key, my sister is a freak. I didn't even know you had a sister. I'm willing to sign a free titty petition. I mean, I'm definitely in favor of free titties. Tired of having to pay for titty access. All right, time to go refresh my water. You mean sugar? Gonna get more water. this point, I would pay for your titty access. Thanks, Dorn. Paying for my titty access, and I'd just be like, honk, honk. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Sorry, do you shop at? For my groceries, I do just go to Independence, which not I don't like, but it's the nearest grocery store. Honk honk. I mean, it's been a long time since Uncle Buck. I don't think I really remember what to do with boobs. I don't really remember what to do with boobs, so honk honk. Not the shopping hall at Costco. How much per honk? More than I can afford, probably. Bat them around like a cat with a ball of yarn. Long time since yours have been honked. Put your cold, frigid hands under the hot part. True, you do. That is true. Dreams of titties past. I get more than honked at night. You also get shoo 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 shooed. Honk, shoo shoo shoo. Like snoring. Hey, produce. Yes, I care about getting a fucking job, produce. Fuck you. Snort, me, 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 me. They don't make any noise. Yeah, the noise you have to make yourself. Sure. I mean, like, I don't want a job. It would be a squeaky dog toy. But I am trying to find one. Hey, Comic Brook. That's when I have no money. I'm going to be, like, I will soon be looking into unemployment and shit. So, what did I walk into? We're talking about honking boobs. And the fact that they don't make a noise. You have to make the noise yourself. Do you unemployment quit? I don't know. I'd be able to get something. Unemployment, welfare, I don't know, something. I don't think I like the word honk. Honk honk. I would like a boob honking job, yep. Hey Nancy. Oh, you have to work to get aid. I don't know. How's the job hunt going? Poorly. You're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable with Cadence being humped. Don't you start, Buttercup. Come back. Ugh. No. You're fine, Cadence. Life advice you don't want from strangers online. Exactly. People not supposed to give a shit. I don't bug me about like what bugged me about yours is just the way you phrased it just ended up being like judgy. What's the shirt say? It's my rice shirt. Rice is my love language. Stay home, but don't take bad stuff. I mean, I feel like not texting. I feel like not texting bad stuff would be off brand for my chat. I love language is alcohol. And cats. True. And arguments about random shit. No, Cadence, I'm not mad at you. If I were mad at you, you would know. I'm a wine cat lady trapped in a gay man's body. I'm a depressed woman trapped in a depressed man's body. I'm a cat trapped in a human body. Yeah. Yeah, sleep 16 hours a day. Yeah, yeah, I am kind of cat-like. Like my dream life is sleep 16 hours a day, spend 4 hours a day whining for food, and then 4 hours a day licking my balls. Dream life. But if being a woman made you not depressed? Oh no, I'd still have the depression. The depression is unrelated to any gender shit. Any therapist? Not this month. I've put my thank annoying standoffish yells when alone. I've put my therapy on hold while I am unemployed, just to save a little bit of extra money. Not totally sure that I will start back up again once I do get another job, just because I don't know. I don't know that I was really getting anything out of it. Are you not preppy or slay? I am neither. More done with my job. Yeah. I don't know that I was getting anything out of therapy is the thing, so. More to the point, I don't know that I was putting enough into it. I don't even know what I was trying to get out of it, so yeah. In person. Nah, I'd rather not do in person, honestly. Why would you not try to better your situation, though? Because it requires actions and it requires doing things. And I'm bad at that. Sabrina Carpenter's perfume. Cool, I guess. Leaving the room would do wonders for your mental health. Probably. But also not really. Peter Glockenspiel. Frankly, I think what would do wonders for my mental health would be, hey Jenna, what would be most effective for my mental health would be a job that pays me enough to be able to afford my own fucking place without being utterly goddamn miserable. Would you rather with all of us viewers? I got hired and the process sucks. True. And you miserable no matter what you do? I mean, yes, that's one of the things that depression does. I'd rather not. If I would you rather, I'd rather not. Girlfriend, didn't expect to be hired based on all the hiring questions. What happened to Gene Hackman? Yeah, I don't think any I don't think there's been any word yet on like cause of death. Stomach is your second brain. Greatly affected mental health. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, not able to see anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's negative for carbon monoxide, and they were both decomposing. And the dog. That's weird. Gene Hackman, his wife, and his dog. You ever know the cause of death for Timbit? She did have feline leukemia virus. Um, Combine that, she was just she was overweight. Dog passed because isn't great. And yeah, she just one day just sort of like yeah, there was one day she just like sort of had to take her to the vet, had to put her down. Hey, Marie. Yeah, the 17 years of leukemia is a long one. Well, I mean, I don't know when she contracted the virus. There. Getting off. Good for you. Hey, good night. Guess I didn't mean to leave the dog locked in the crate. Good night, Cadence. But yeah, so I mean, like, then 17's not a bad age for a cat. And she was, basically from the time we got her spayed, she was never particularly active. She did become a very lazy cat at that point. Um, like I think one reason Casey is still kicking at like 80 is because she's still active. Yeah, she still just fucking runs around randomly. Like the draw with how long pets live. Kinda, yeah. Garfield and lasagna. And yeah, I mean, like anywhere from like 16 to 20. Oh, thanks, Marie. Yeah, I figure like anywhere from like 16 to 20 is average for a cat, is expected. Less than 16, most cats live at least that long. Cat dies younger than 16, then it's unexpected. If a cat lives longer than 20, then it's unexpected. Most cats at 7 years old and at 18 years old. 16 is actually a pretty long life for a cat. That was my cat Worthless lived to 21. I thought 16 was like sort of like expected age for them. Average life expectancy cats. Yeah, 13 to 17. Okay. I'd say 13 to 17 is the average for life for cat. So 16 is definitely good. And trying to think how old my other cats have lived too. Around that, I think. McTwo, I think, was around 18. Furball, I think, might have been 17 or 18. Don't really remember exactly. But I do know they both lived pretty good long lives. My cat Furball actually lived a lot longer than one would expect. Cats grew up, either got stolen or and one was hit by a car. Yeah, my cat Furball lived a lot longer than one would expect. Because, like, when she was a kitten, she got hurt really badly, broken hip, and like it almost would have been better to just put her down. The only reason my mom didn't was because we just lost a cat not long ago, or not long before we got Furball. So, you know, Furball did end up with a lifelong limp. Cuddliest cat you've ever met. You like cuddliest cat you'd ever meet. Just got microchipped and neutered my cat because nothing can happen to him or I'll perish. He'll on out a 14th baby. The reason he has so many kids is because he believes in eugenics. That's the thing that's important to remember. Musk has a lot of kids because he's a eugenicist. So he thinks that, like, oh, I've got to spread my genes around. All IVFAs because he had a mango dingling. No idea about that. But yeah, it's all, oh, gotta spread my genes. Because that's how eugenicists think. Doesn't spend time with them all. Oh, he doesn't spend time with. He barely spends time with any of them. There's the one he drags around as a human shield, but the rest of his kids he couldn't care less about. Hey, JJ. This kid's about to be brainwashed. And you can tell that it's human shield because, like, again, he never spent time with the kid. Like you never saw him in public with the kid until Luigi. Some rich dude got shot in the street, and Elon Musk went, "Oh shit, that could happen to me." Two cats now are COVID kitties, so therefore one's kind of fat and the other's normal size. They're two sisters, look nothing alike. Luigi is my secret crush. Most people aren't making secrets about it. Big man using his kid as a shield. Yep. Big one is more adventurous. I will say, much as I love Timbit, I think I do kind of miss Furball more. JJ Mangione and his wife. Yeah, and Timbit was a really cute kitty and everything, but Furball was just the cuddliest. I think he might be an uncle someday. No idea. I have no idea. Can you cry, Vanna? Of course you can cry. Can I crash out? Of course. Little one is skittish. Because it's so small, probably. Don't imagine I would have any photos of Furball on my phone, would I? She died way too long ago. Hey, Rebecca. She's a true kitty. The bigger one has puppy-like tendencies. Wish I did have some photos of Furball that I could share. I said, the good Rebecca. Yep. My kitty to the vet tomorrow. Thanks, Rebecca. Her mom doesn't. She would, yeah. Turn John away. Which wasn't my intention. Like, I wasn't trying to turn him away or anything like that. I was just like, it was just one of those things where it's like, please don't help so much. You know, I appreciated him. Like, I appreciated that he was enthusiastic about it. Like, he definitely, like, clearly, he really cared about the game. And like, I appreciate that, but it's one of those things where it's still like, please let me play it on my own. You know, like, please let me figure stuff out. Like, if I want, like, if I just wanted to know like where I'm supposed to go, I could use a fucking guide. Like, I could use I could use a walkthrough. If I just needed to know, like, okay, what do you do next? I could just use a guide for that. A lot of times, figuring stuff out is part of the fun of a game. Watching the replay and couldn't see what he was telling you. Like, when he said that, like, I couldn't, like, you know, when I was talking about like whether I wasn't sure whether to go up to the attic or not, and he said like, you can't go to the attic yet. That's fine. You know, that's useful information. You know, you are not missing, like, that was you are not missing anything. You know, like, you have not missed this. Stanley's Parable. I know of the game. I've never played Stanley's Parable, but I know the game. I haven't watched a Let's Play, but I've seen plenty of. I've seen people talk about it. Why are we rushing it? He's already played it through. Because he wants us to find, like, to discover, like, you know, he wants us to see what he saw. Is sort of what it comes down to. I mean, like, I definitely get that. You know, like, there have been times where I've been watching people play games, not on, like, I never watched a live stream of somebody playing a game, just like recorded Let's Plays. But there have been times where I've been watching a Let's Play, and you know, I've kind of gotten annoyed. And like, no, just do this. You have to do this. Or the is, come on, you gotta give this a try. Am I the only one that yells at the screen during Let's Plays? Nope. You are far and away not, JJ. I think that's probably a pretty common experience. Clean sheet to the best feeling. I think a lot of people who watch Let's Plays end up yelling at the screen. Especially if it's a game that you actually know. Like, if it's a game that you've played before. So it'll be like, no, that's not going to work. Stop trying that. It doesn't work. Started dating a guy who wants me to watch him stream. But I tell him I cannot because I will hate him. I mean, just tell him that. Just be like, no, I watching people stream games makes me mad. My kids did to me when they were younger. They tell me to play something, then tell no, you're doing it wrong. I'm trying to remember the example. Like I'm trying to remember a specific instance, but there was somebody I was watching somebody like there was a gamer. I'm pretty sure it was Wellens because I do watch quite a few of her Let's Plays. Don't remember what game she was playing, but I got annoyed that she was just trying the same thing that she'd already tried and wasn't working. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or not Rebirth, remake or Rebirth. Was it remake or Rebirth that has the fight? Remake or Rebirth? It was definitely Rebirth. Yeah, the kangaroo lost near top paddock. Yeah, I was watching Let's Player Welland uh, play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it was she was fighting against President Shinra, Rufus or whatever the hell his name was, and part of the gimmick of that fight is you can only shoot him, you can only attack him while he's reloading. Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like they like. I think it says early on, you can only attack him while he's reloading. If you attack him while his gun's out, he'll counter. Um, and she kept attacking him and getting knocked away. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, learn, fucking learn, lady. Every time you do this thing, it doesn't work. So maybe stop doing the thing that is not working. I'm moving to the US. I don't blame you, JJ. Learning is hard. I mean, it is, but it's not like she's new to video games. She's a pretty successful Let's Player. She's played a lot of games, including a lot of like tough games. Yeah, like she plays like the God of War series and shit like that. Got a small trauma dump. Tomorrow's the 1 year point that my older daughter went to the hospital. Even eventually. That is rough, Uncle Buck. Are you yelling at? A Let's Player. I'm talking about yelling at a Let's Player. Thanks, Uncle Buck. That's true. Did you ever tell that story? Japan would send me back. I'm a menace. Don't like seafood. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not keen on seafood either. Oh, good night, Rebecca. Honestly, I don't think I'd really want to live anywhere other than Canada. For as many problems as this country has, and there are a lot, and not much sign of things getting all that much better anytime soon. Um, Still my home. It's still it is still my home country. Plus, at least for now, better off than we are. Yeah, I'm still unemployed. Hey, Medicine. And yeah, like at least for now, we Canada is not really backsliding on various rights. Like the abortion debate is not being reopened. We're not backsliding on trans rights. We're not, we're not really going for book bans and shit like that. Yeah, there's definitely places where we can be doing better, but at the very least, we're not backsliding the way the US is, the way the UK is. I think Australia and New Zealand are actually holding pretty strong on those fronts as well, aren't they? Are all continents islands? No. I believe Australia and New Zealand have been holding pretty strong in support of trans rights and things like that. Again, not that those countries don't have their own problems. I always hope, yeah. Yeah, that's fair, Uncle Buck. You gotta. Different parties coming off as it tends to change. Doesn't really reflect the entire country's opinions. No. No, and if Paulie ever does win the next federal election, then we'll see if the country does backslide. There will definitely be, yeah, he'll definitely start hacking away at like health insurance and just the social safety net in general. And it's possible that he'll start trying to go after trans rights. I don't think he's really said anything about it. Because I don't think he really says much about anything other than Trudeau bad. Yeah, actually, Trudeau, Poiliev ever has said some bullshit. It's getting worse and things turning down. That's a different story. Real health consumer state. Yeah, he did say, I'm not aware of any other genders than man and woman. So, Trump said Zelensky looked cute. Did he? Wait, he said Zelensky looked cute. What? What the fuck? Like, I heard that it was still like really like. I heard that the press conference went horrifically. That Trump and Vance were basically trying to bully Zelensky. Like, I did hear that part. I didn't hear that Trump's saying Zelensky looked cute. And yes, Uncle Buck, I do hope that your daughter, you know, improves soon. It's a weird one. Yeah, like I've seen people talk about just how horrible they were. Trump said he dressed up today. And yeah, I mean, it is basically the U.S. is. It's becoming clear that Trump. Like, it's clear that Trump doesn't really give a shit about U.S. being in a leadership position. You know, doesn't care about the U.S. being like global diplomatic leadership. And I mean, it's not surprising that they would go after Zelensky. Probably said something condescending about Zelensky's attire. Yeah, probably. All right. I did see that there were some people criticizing Zelensky for not wearing a suit, which, fuck off. Zelensky does have significantly more important things to worry about than a fucking suit. Yeah, for himself as people. Yep. Actually, Larry, I would go so far as to say Trump doesn't care about anyone besides himself. And yeah, I mean, the Republicans have thrown their weight fully behind Putin. Trump, especially, has always been a huge fan of Putin. Trump loves Putin because Putin's like just yeah, because Putin's a strong man. So Trump's a huge fan of Putin. So what a shock that he would be so hard towards Zelensky. Scary, manly dictator that has people poison push out of windows. Yep. And stole a Super Bowl ring. Stop overfunding the rich elite government. Fires national park rangers. Fires everybody from the NOAA. You know, fires the people who track the fucking weather and warn people about weather disasters. Don't know what card Trump is playing. Open. You get ads now. I mean, Trump's not playing any card. He supports Putin. I guess something in Trump. Probably. Russian banks are like Trump has a lot of debts with Russian banks. It's possible Putin himself has something on Trump. It's also possible that Trump is legitimately that fucking shallow and stupid and shitty. Elon does. I don't think Elon has anything on Trump. Him winning this presidency kept Trump out of prison. I'm, more skeptical that I still doubt whether Trump actually would have faced any prison time. Yeah, I don't think Elon has anything on Trump. It's just Elon kisses his ass. Trump is exceptionally venal. Suck up to him, and you're his best friend. Hey, Margaret. Yeah, it's just if you compliment him, then he likes you. I don't think he legitimately wants something. You don't have to cheek. Hard to say. Elon definitely owns something. Ketamine. Musk is on ketamine. That's not me just speculating. He's admitted that he takes ketamine, and there's a lot of speculation that he's probably addicted to it. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a moment. one of those freaky rich ass that does weird stuff behind closed doors, like eat humans or something. I'm not sure he's even interesting enough for that shit. Musk strikes me as actually being kind of boring. He's so desperate for approval. Even Coach Fucker who was there saying, "Did you say thank you?" Yeah. He's got that weird look in his eyes. Neuropsychotic. I mean, he absolutely doesn't care about other people. He doesn't see other people as human. Like, he doesn't see anyone else's. Like, he doesn't see people as people. Bathing in the blood of virgins, yeah, it's something he probably would be willing to do. Does he do it? Probably not, because I think he's, at the end of the day, I think Musk is actually really boring. Like, he has nothing going on. For about Twitter, he was fairly quiet. He was like Trump that never shuts up. Yeah. Would I date Grimes? Hey, Sam. Fuck no. Grimes can go fuck herself. She's a shitty ass fucking person. She's garbage. You gotcha. Is it a real life version of Tony Stark? No, not even close. For one thing, Tony Stark is actually a genius who, who builds his own shit. He's also Tony Stark is also, huge philanthropist. Remember, he was a cool dude who tried to save kids from kids. That's that one, Margaret. What happened there is a perfect example of what kind of shitty person Musk is. He tried to insert himself into that, whatever, fine. He proposed his stupid little submarine idea, whatever. One of the rescue workers said, no, that's not going to work. Tony Stark is not a real person now. What does your shirt say? Rice is my love language. So yeah, that one dude came out and said, no, that's a terrible idea. It's not going to work. And Musk immediately accused the dude of being a pedophile. Like that's the kind of person he is. Someone had the audacity to tell him that he wasn't that his idea wasn't pure genius. Someone had the sheer audacity to tell him that his idea wasn't the most brilliant thing anyone had ever proposed. And Musk called the dude a pedophile. And hello, cat. He's got to know. No, he believes that he's a genius. He firmly believes that he is the smartest person in the world. This wasn't even his idea. Nope, he bought himself into well after Tesla had been founded, he bought himself a founding credit, founder credit. Serial killer vibes from him. Do I think that he would feel bad if he murdered somebody? Do I think he's capable of murdering somebody for his own entertainment? Absolutely. Do I think he does kill people for his own entertainment? I mean, indirectly, yes. But, like, serial killer? No, he's boring. He's a boring person. Yeah, he buys companies and then acts like he invented it. He bought Tesla and then pretended that he invented the electric car. Bought SpaceX and then pretended that he invented rockets. Just never been beaten up enough. And like the way you can tell that he's not actually all that intelligent is when he proposes an idea of his own. It's a terrible idea. Or did he make his money initially? I mean, he came from a pretty solidly middle class background, but the way he made the bulk of his money, like the way he became initially rich, was PayPal. Yeah, was he actually one of the people who? Yeah. So yeah, what happened is his father. Yeah, his father did own an emerald mine. Yes. Yeah. Basically, what happened is Elon Musk was part of like the big internet boom of the 90s. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did. He was involved in a few things there. Um, yeah, he founded a couple of. He did found a few. Or he was early parts. He did found like an online, couple online businesses, and was part of a few others. Um, yeah, Zip2 apparently. Software company Zip2 developed and marketed an internet city guide for the newspaper publishing industry with maps, directions, and yellow pages. Perfectly reasonable. He sold it, formed X.com, online financial services and email payment company. Again, fair enough. That's our Trump kicked Zelensky out of the White House yet. Do you have Cybertrucks in Canada? Not many, because Cybertrucks aren't designed for winter. So yeah, Elon Musk was part of. He did have a couple of pretty successful online businesses in the late 90s, and then PayPal. His X.com merged with another site and they became PayPal, and he made a shit ton of money off PayPal. Um, his father had a child with his stepdaughter. And that was where Musk made massive amounts of money, was PayPal. After that, he bought his way into Tesla and Cybertrucks. Oh, they're hideous. The Cybertrucks are terrible looking. They look like dumpsters. Like it's a terrible design. Freaking Homer's car design from The Simpsons was better. I think it's that one played fucking La Cucaracha. coder, nor is he an engineer. He did. I mean, he did do coding. Um, 25 years ago. Yeah, he was involved in coding 25, 30 years ago. They're huge. Kunde, yeah, I've never seen one in person. Like a friendly looking car, perfect with eyelash attachments with the headlights. Sure than I am a coder. Yeah, I mean, like he's not like he does not know anything about modern coding. Like he's forgotten most of what he knew back then. People be vandalizing Cybertrucks. Yep. Yep. Cybertruck ownership is very much becoming shamed. Hopefully going down the road. Like a nuclear explosion ready to happen. Yeah, like there's not a lot of Cybertrucks in Canada because they're read my alligator joke. I have to go back and it's in third. All right. An alligator waddled into a psychologist's office and plopped down on his couch. The psychiatrist said, asked Mr. Alligator what made him sad. Mr. Alligator said, they all say see you later, alligator, but they never do. I think Cybertruck owners to be a protected class against hate crimes. I'd wouldn't be surprised if Musk tried it, but no. That's awful. That was terrible. Yeah, I'm lucky that I've never seen a Cybertruck in person. I'm still in that game. I'm still in the game. But they're bad at they don't handle snow well. I've seen clips of okay, I have not got a job yet. I have seen clips of Cybertrucks in snow. They don't handle it well. Doctor said, imagine this scenario as a crocodile. Would you be happier? What would you say then? Yeah. So back to Musk. So, he did make some genuinely good business decisions in the late 90s and into the early 2000s with PayPal. Yeah, everything leading up to PayPal. Kudos on Musk for that, fair play to Musk for all that shit. He bought his way into Tesla. Sure, why not? Electric cars, great. And buying his way into that let him present himself as this genius inventor. And then he started proposing ideas of his own. And a credulous media believed that his ideas were good because they were coming from him. But the Hyperloop was always a terrible idea. Yeah, that was one of his big ones, was the Hyperloop. And it was always a bad idea. High-speed rail was just a better idea, but that wasn't Musk's idea, so he proposed something of his own. And it was stupid. Or his underground car lanes. It's just an extra lane of traffic. That's all it is. But because Elon Musk proposed it, it's brilliant. Sorry, Sasha. I'm not trying to ignore you. And again, during that cave-in situation, he put forward an idea of his own. Oh, what about a tiny submarine? It wasn't a good idea. It wasn't going to work. His own ideas are stupid. He's not actually a particularly smart guy. He was part of some really good ideas in the late 90s and early 2000s on the internet. Gonna cure world hunger? Yeah. Oh, if you can come up with an idea to cure world hunger for $6 billion, then I'll fund it. And then yeah, the World Food Organization, or what was it? World Bank. I think World Bank was like, okay, here's how you can cure world hunger for $6 billion. And he's like, I think I'd still rather keep the money. Just high all the time during that phase. Yep. Did some drugs and bodies on hype. Yep. He is an idiot, but he managed to turn his wealth into a good reputation. Because there was a time where he was being hyped as like, oh, he's a real world Tony Stark. But he never was. It was all hype. And like that's a lot of what Tesla's stock is based on is his hype. A lot of his shit, like a lot of his wealth comes from just his personal hype. Billy even used to be liked on Tumblr.com. Yeah, there were a lot of places where he was liked for a while. Alexander Skarsgård and Succession's obviously supposed to be one. Like there were a lot of places where he was genuinely liked for a while. I do feel like what happened is like he bought so much into his own hype that he started thinking that he was the smartest man in the world and that anything he says, anything he suggests is going to be pure genius. And a lot of things he started suggesting were clearly not good ideas. What really hit his head, where his reputation really started to sink, was when he accused that one rescue worker of being a pedophile. Like he proposed that sub idea, and rescue worker said it was not. It said it wouldn't work, and people were whatever, fine. People were like, he tried, but then he accused the dude of being a pedophile. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Lampooned by that show, but the twist was that the family is about even worse and more selfish people. Welch responds to a colleague debate. Yeah. Yeah, it was such an unreasonable response. It caught a lot of people off guard and had them like, okay, if that's where he's going, then he seems like an asshole. Weird when Ethan Klein did it to Bill Burr. But yeah, I think what it was is like it took away a lot of Musk's mystique for a lot of people, so that they were more willing to listen to um, to people who were critical of Musk, because there had been people who were critical of Musk, all along. We about Kane every other day back then. I was brain for some reason that really heavy. Yeah, so he is, and I mean, and he just kept talking, and basically the more attention Musk got, the less people liked him, because he'd go out and he'd just say stupid shit. And all the people who've been critical of Musk all along started to be seen more as, oh wow, they were right. Seen a lot of Hollywood sex birds during that time. They're with Amber Heard and her friend. Yeah. And then yeah, his desperate need to be liked. The more desperate he became, the less likable he became. The more people got, the more people mocked him, and it just drove him fucking insane. Being kind of internet overboard that is so horny that he gets cut on Johnny Depp security cameras because he had no impulse control. Yeah, he does that. He has very poor impulse control. Um, he that poor impulse control basically forced him to buy Twitter, probably for more than it was actually worth, or more than probably for more than it was actually worth. Still, seems to have been a good purchase for him since it put him in the fucking White House. Chronically online, very much so. Like it is like chronically online because he tweets constantly. Like you look at they're people have put together a graph showing his increase in tweeting. Because 10 years or so ago, he'd tweet a few times throughout the day. He'd tweet, just small number and then more and more and more and more until at this point it's constantly throughout the day. He has no friends? No. He has hangers on. Does ketamine ends up tweeting for 3 days? Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have friends. He has hangers on. He has suck ups. He's like Trump did his first 4 years. Even more. I think he pays the hangers on. Well, yeah, that's why they hang on. That's why they're hanging on, is for the money. And now this asshole is firing tens of thousands of people from the federal government. He's cutting off funds for everything. Cutting off funds to fight fucking Ebola. And for the record, he is not the funds for that have not actually been released. The funds and people that were going towards fighting Ebola, that has not actually been fixed yet, despite his claims otherwise. Yeah, Musk is legitimately awful. You can piss some Republicans off, yeah. I think even most Republicans recognize that, you know, most of what the federal government does actually is pretty valid. And like he's going after programs that even Republicans think, no, that's actually useful. That's shit that actually does save lives. Why are you going after something that saves lives, you piece of shit? Republicans going like, this would be costing us so much support. This would be this would be putting our campaigns at risk if there was an actually competent opposition party. I would be at risk of being voted out if the Democrats actually knew what the fuck they were doing. Stop it. Falling asleep. The Republicans are benefiting from the fact that the Democrats are incompetent. There's a handful of Democrats who know what they're doing. There are, Sanders, Ocasio-Cortez, Tlaib. There are some Democrats who are, going out there and good night, Rebecca. Saying what needs to be said, doing what needs to be done. Who are actually interested in fighting. There are a small number of Democrats mostly younger ones, along with Bernie Sanders, who's really old. But there are a few Democrats like them who are willing to throw fists, who are willing to throw hands. They're both Uncle Buck. They're both incompetent and spineless. Like I said, there are some who are out there throwing hands. But the establishment is just fucking incompetent. They are stupid, spineless jackasses who don't actually mind the Republicans being in power. Pelosi, Schumer, all the old guard. No. Chuck Schumer doesn't actually mind the Republicans being in power. Sure, he'd rather the Democrats be in power, but frankly, he agrees more with the Republicans than he does with the left wing of the Democratic base. Democratic Party. Oh, they hate the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. Like, the Democratic establishment hates the progressive wing. Despise them, will do anything to keep them out. Yeah, what was that? What was the thing where like Ocasio Cortez was running for some committee, head up some committee or something, and Pelosi instead went with the old dude who has terminal cancer. It's more than absolutely. A lot of mistakes, missed opportunities for the last 40 years. Oh, tons, so many. But a lot of those missed opportunities, the Democrats never really wanted to do them. Democrats never really wanted to protect abortion rights. They just wanted to campaign on it. There's a lot of stuff the Democrats could have done. Hey, Michelle, but it would have been harder for them to campaign on them once they're done. Well, candidate for president, you mean? I wasn't talking about president. There was some committee. I don't remember the details, but there was some committee. Alexander Ocasio Cortez wanted to be head of it, and Pelosi went with an old dude with cancer. Designed very much as a fuck you to Cortez. That's purely what it was. It was smacking her down, telling her to know her place. Ocasio Cortez is one of the best fight. Jamie Raskin might have been. I don't remember. Might have been him. Like Ocasio Cortez is one of the strongest players the party has right now. She's one of the best they've got. She is very smart, very charismatic, and she knows how to talk to people in language they understand. Like she is one of the best the party has. I thought he was in his 70s. I thought it was some dude in his 70s. I might have been wrong about that, but yeah. Dude's still 3 years away from retirement age. Yeah, like it's not. Like someone like Ocasio-Cortez is someone that the party needs to be listening to. People like Rashida Tlaib, 60 is young for the legislature, which is a problem in itself, for the record. Yeah, people like Rashida Tlaib, they need to be listening to him. Listening to her. But they're not. Because those people are progressive. And the Democrats hate the progressive wing of their party. They always have. They very much, the Democratic establishment is far more comfortable with the Republicans than they are with the progressive base, the progressive wing, the left wing bit, the left wing. Turn from ASA, press covers everything. But the Democratic Party does not really give her the respect she deserves. She should be in a leadership position. Pelosi should not be in office anymore. Like Nancy Pelosi should be leaving office. She should have left office, years ago. Chuck Schumer as well. A lot of the old guard should be leaving office. But yeah, the surest sign that the Democrat, because here's it, look at this. Look at last year's election on immigration. The left-wing position on immigration is to support it. Thought Pelosi retired. Not sure. Yeah, the left-wing position. Yeah, support it. Support the immigrants. So what did the Democrats do? They conceded the argument to the Republicans. Trans rights. The left-wing position on trans rights is to support them. She's been in office for a while now. Cortez has been there for a good few years. Yeah, trans rights, left-wing position, support trans rights. So what did the Democrats do? They conceded the argument to the Republicans. The entire, when Walz came into the election, when Walz entered the fray, he kicked it off by calling the Republicans weird. And it was a popular message. It was something that the left wing had been saying for a long time. Yeah. Think of a bigger problem. It's all part of the same problems, Larry. Republicans are going after trans people as a wedge. You don't let them get the fucking wedge in. Yeah. Call the Republicans weird. That was something left wing all about. Call these people out for being fucking weirdos. So what did the Democratic campaign do? They dropped that and embraced Dick fucking Cheney. Dick goddamn war fucking criminal Cheney. That is who the Democrats went with. That is who the Democrats fucking sucked up to. That's who they started trying to appeal to. Is Dick war criminal fucking Cheney. Fuck the Democratic campaign. Sorry, Buttercup. They prefer the Republicans over their own left-wing base. Everyone involved with the idea of bringing out Dick fucking Cheney should be fired from politics forever. Harris should never be elected to any office again. The advisors, the campaign strategists who are saying like, no, Dick Cheney, Dick Cheney supports you. They should never be able to they should never work in politics again. They're obsessed. There's a significant portion of the Democratic Party, the establishment, and the strategists who are obsessed with the idea of appealing to the absolutely mythical moderate Republican. I was going to vote the way Republicans didn't want to vote for Trump. And it never was. It was never going to work. That was never, ever, ever, ever going to work. There are no moderate Republicans anymore. The Republican Party, top to bottom, has fully thrown itself behind fascism. There's no such thing as a moderate Republican anymore. But Democrats are still obsessed with trying to appeal to that completely fictional base, that entirely fictional group. Jimmy's moderate. Yippee, one fucking person. Boasting about their Dick Cheney endorsement cost more votes than it got them. When Dick Cheney endorsed Harris, Harris' response should have been, "Who cares? He's a war criminal. I don't give a damn about his support." Liz is away. So yeah. The message that was actually working was, these guys are weird. Trump, weird. Vance, weird. Musk, weird. All these guys, these are all just a bunch of weird people. That was the message that was working, and that was the message that the strategist said, no, we can't do that. Because they didn't want to alienate Republicans. Because at the end of the day, the establishment of the Democratic Party actually quite likes the Republicans. Can I agree the campaign went that way? Yeah, and Biden should fuck off forever as well, by the way. He should have resigned after 2022. Like, honestly, after the 2022 midterms, Biden should have said, "I'm stepping aside," or should have said, "I will not be running for re-election." Is that what Biden did? No, it is not. That weird would have lost it for them. The point was to make them. The point was to mock them. The point was to treat them as unserious people. It was to say, these people are worthy of mockery. It was to laugh at them. There is nothing that a fascist hates more than being laughed at. They want to be seen as dangerous. But if you just laugh at them, and like, they don't mind that they don't care that they're hypocritical. Call out their hypocrisy, they don't mind. When they when they just spew a flood of bullshit, that's a strategy on their part. Because they want the other side to spend all its time talking about the bullshit. If the other side is just like, no, dude, you're ridiculous. You're a jackass. Shut up. Back in 2020, what was the point? You know what point was like the strongest moment of Biden's 2020 campaign? When he told Trump to shut up. When he was like, will you just shut up already? Because it was no longer treating Trump as a serious person. Hey, Icky. Hey, Michelle. Like that was the moment where like Biden was just saying, you are not a serious person. You just talk and none of it matters. It was just dismissing him. Like that was like just don't try to spend all your time addressing the nonsense. Just say that's nonsense. With quotes, will you just shut up, man? Yeah. Like that probably won Biden the election. That moment probably won him the election. Harris never bothered with a moment like that. Briefly. Briefly there was the weird thing. And then the campaign abandoned it. And went back to treating Trump as serious and dangerous instead of a joke. Anyway, I have gone over 2 hours, so I'm going to get going now. I'll be back tomorrow. So I hope I will see you then. But for now, good night.